We're here at the launch of Tata Curvv.ev and I'm joined by the global design head of Tata Motors, who's the brains behind the design of this beautiful EV that you're seeing right here. Thank you so much, Martin, for joining us here at CNBC-TV18.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. If you could take us through the design specifications of this car and sort of give us a sneak peek into what went behind creating this beautiful vehicle.
Yeah, so for us it's a real first. It's a product that we've been working on for the past 2 years. We showed the concept 2 years ago, which got everybody excited by the idea of an SUV coupe. And I think the design team has translated it wonderfully into the production car you see here in front of us. So walking around it, I guess we'll start at the front. The first thing that I would say that I'm a real fan of and proud of is the fact that it really looks modern and sharp. Whether it's the end-to-end DRL, which communicates that it's an EV, to this very, very sleek and sporty front end that meets all the requirements in terms of safety and so forth. But it's really dynamic, and of course you'll see it here with this virtual sunrise, which is the name of this color. It was developed on the concept originally as an idea, but now here it is in production form. And as you'll notice in the lighting, it's this very nice baby blue color, which communicates that it's an EV. But it also has this nice flip in certain tones and certain color to a slight rouge, rosé sort of second read. So it's a very successful translation. And then going over, ultimately, when you're doing an exterior design, the USP of this car is this, which is the C-pillar. So this is what makes it a coupe. Now, this has to look very natural. This is only a 4.3 meter long vehicle. So this has to really look like it's almost like a hand sketch, that it's really effortless. At the same time, we haven't compromised the second row roominess, the ingress, egress, or the boot space. So it's this perfect marriage of not just styling, but actual design, which is about ergonomics and the hard points. And since we're already here, I would say this is actually one of the features. It's a first for us in the market, from the segment point of view, is the flush door handles. When we were designing the Curvv, it was originally intended first as an EV. So we were always thinking about aerodynamics in terms of, how do you communicate efficiency? How do you communicate overall sort of sleekness? And if you had the traditional door handles, it would just somehow look still like an analog product. This is now a digital product. And definitely, the flush door handles, will communicate that as a high-tech avatar, and overall as a sculptural effect on the vehicle. And then finally, the thing that I really like on the rear of the car is this. It looks like a spoiler, but it's actually the rear tail lamp. So again, that aerodynamic influence has really come and created a product that's really unique and dynamic and sporty.
Right. If you had to pick two features that are your favorites of this car, what would they be?
No, definitely this. This part here is, like I said, this is the signature element of the car, which is this C-pillar, as we call it. It has to be fast and sleek, has to look natural, and it's very sharp. So the overall design is extremely sharp, and that sharpness again extends even to that rear tail light.
Right. If one were to look at your job, it's where creativity marries technicality.
Yes.
So what would you say is the favorite part of holding the global design head position, working with Tata Motors, and especially creating something like Curvv.ev?
Well, the first part of the question is, what do I like around the job? It's not a job. So to be honest, it's my hobby. And I think for most designers, they would still be sketching and designing, even in their pastime. So that's the first element. It's work, but it's not really hard work, because it's such a passion project. The second part of the question is, what do I enjoy working with Tata Motors, is the fact that it gives me the opportunity to not only experience the company and the country, but actually design all of these vehicles, this wide-ranging portfolio. There's a car for everybody in the segment. So, each car is a specific character and each car has an opportunity to design for a specific customer.
Thank you so much, Martin, for joining us on CNBC-TV18. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So that was Martin Uhlarik taking us through the design of the Tata Curvv.ev. But let's talk about specifications. As you can see, the car boasts of 18-inch wheels. It offers an off-ground clearance of about 190mm and a water weighting depth of about 450mm. But what's interesting is that it offers a 500-liter of boot space. It's all that you need for your road trips. But when it comes to road trips, a major question in the mind of a EV driver is the range anxiety. So talking about the charging and the battery facility that this car has to offer, it comes with 1.5C charging, which means that it charges for about 150 kilometers of battery in just about 15 minutes. Apart from that, let's talk about the safety features of this car. It comes with 6 airbags, ESP all-wheel disc brakes, and apart from that, a very notable feature that has come out with Tata Curvv.ev is the acoustic alarm. As and when the car approaches a pedestrian at a speed of about 20 kilometers per hour, an acoustic alarm goes off. This is particularly interesting because EVs are usually silent operating and can sneak up on pedestrians, but this one will raise an acoustic alarm. Apart from that, it goes from 0 to 100 in just about 8.6 seconds. So that was Tata Curvv.ev here at the launch event in Mumbai. This is Rachna Dhanrajani for CNBC-TV18.